Yo, what's up tactical nerds, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going over the Observer class in Insurgency Sandstorm on PS5. Now I know what everybody's probably thinking, Observer. Well, that might be boring. That might as well just be a rifleman class with a radio. And I would say you're correct on that it is a rifleman's class with the radio. But I also want to point out one thing to you guys, that the Observer class is actually one of the most important classes in the entire game. Because without the Observer, your commander is just another guy with a rifle, and without the commander, you're just another guy carrying a radio. These two classes are designed to work together, and if you master them, you can completely change the outcome of the match. So today, I'm going to show you guys how to play the Observer the right way, give you the best loadouts, the biggest mistakes to avoid, and why the team needs a good one. Let's go ahead and get into it, baby. But before we do, click up in the right hand corner right now, because I have a whole playlist, guys, and you guys need to go back and check out from the very beginning the Rifleman class. So what makes the Observer class unique? Well, as you know, the Observer class carries the radio, and the commander cannot call any fire support without you. You are pretty much the commander's lifeline. You aren't just a sidekick. You are one half of the most powerful partnership in the game. Think of the commander as the coach, and you're the headset that lets the quarterback know what the play is. So why should you choose Observer? Because everybody knows fire support wins games, and it's easy to learn. It's literally just a rifleman with a radio, but don't let that be played down, right? It's great for people who love to play and enjoy teamwork, and you have a crap load of rifle options. One good Observer can completely change a game a push. You will become one of the most valuable teammates on the server. Alright, let's go over what I like to call the golden rule. And you're going to hear me say this a lot this video, but you need to stay close. Let me explain. The golden rule is to stay within 10 meters of the commander. That is 33 feet. If you are further away than 33 feet or 10 meters, you will have no helicopters, no artillery, no A-10 Warthog, no tactical gas, no mortars. So pretty much no Observer equals no fire support. So let me explain how the radio works. You're within 10 meters. Your commander pulls out binoculars, aims, pulls the trigger, and he'll give you a command. You, the Observer, will get on the radio and answer. After you answer, the radio transmission goes through and fire support becomes available, and it's going to be coming in. So if you see your commander start running towards you, don't run away. He's trying to use the radio. But let me pause right here and tell you, your commander should never be hunting you down. You should be hunting the commander down. You should be a heat-sinking missile as soon as you spawn in and find the commander. That is your job. You are tied to his hip by an invisible rope. You are going to be a mosquito in his ear. You're going to be by his side. You are going to be protecting him. You're going to act like he is a VIP or a very important person, because he is. And you guys need to communicate back and forth between each other. Now let's go over some mistakes. Now a lot of these are going to sound kind of familiar because I've already went over them. Running off alone. Congratulations, you just shut down your commander. You're useless. You're not a lone wolf. Ignoring your commander. So you're running around, ignoring your commander, you don't know where he is, and you're not checking your map. Always check your map and go straight to the commander. This is a team game. You need the Observer to win with the commander. Now, let me explain mistake number 4, because people might get kind of confused. Standing beside your commander forever. This is a big mistake. You want to stay close enough to call in support, but once the request is complete, don't make it easy for one grenade or one sniper to eliminate both of you. You guys are high value targets and you will be sought out and try to be killed. They are going to hunt you down. Mistake number 5, not protecting your commander. If he dies, there's no support, so you got to try to protect him if possible. Now we're going to move on to what I like to say, the loadouts, right? So first off, we are going to be using the Observer on security side. Like I said, you're pretty much a rifleman, so I have the M4A1 with compensator, extended mag, quick draw, and 2x 1x red dot, 1x smoke, of course the HQ radio, light carrier, and gas mask. Gas mask is essential, guys. And now, like I said, let's go ahead and go over some of these other weapons. Boom. These are pretty much all the weapons that a rifleman has, and guess what? You have them too. I shouldn't have to explain this, but the one that costs 6 points, you probably won't be able to put many attachments. But like I got, the cheapest one, you could put plenty of attachments. Now let's go over to security. Observer, and I have the AK-74. I have the 1x Mars, compensator, extended mag, recoil grip, 2x smoke, HQ radio, light carrier, and gas mask. And if you want, since you're on the insurgent side, you do have a free pistol you can put on if you want. Boom. Now you got a free backup pistol. And those are my class setup for you guys. Let's go ahead and get back into the video. Alright, let's go over the fire support. I want to explain this to you and know what you're getting into. So, the fire support that the security will have, you'll have a minigun helicopter, attack helicopter, an A-10 strafing run, artillery, and smoke artillery. And I want to talk about all these. You can't just call these in back to back, right? Some of them are limited. Like, I think minigun and attack helicopter, you might have like 2 of them. You might have 3 artillery smoke for security, right? So you have like a limited number of things you can call in, but also you have a cooldown. And you'll hear an inline, the game will tell you, it'll say, you have fire support ready, or something like that, just to let you guys know that you guys can call it back in again after the cooldown. Insurgents, they have mortars, they have chemical mortars, they have a rocket barrage, and they have an explosive drone. Now these can completely change around when they are timed correctly. So the beginning of a round, most people would call in chemical mortars or smoke mortars. Or artillery, I should say. Smoke artillery or chemical mortars. Chemical mortars, well, it's chemical gas. You'll start choking. It'll kill you. Smoke is pretty much self-explanatory. It comes in. If you start choking, if you're inside of it, give your position away, but it also covers. Same thing with chemical mortars. If you're inside chemical mortars, you can be seen, but it also helps you move in. So, now, let's talk about communication, because when you're with your commander, you need to be communicating.
I'm right behind you.
You need to talk about enemy call out. You need to call out your enemies when you see them. You need to watch each other's flanks. You guys need to be pinging objectives or a direction that you're looking, or the direction that you want to be, attacking. You need to stay aware and just help out your commander. He has enough that he's thinking about like where to call stuff in. All right, let's go over these last few tips here for you guys. Remember, try to stay alive if possible. Remember that golden rule, 10 meters or 33 feet. Protect your commander and bring smokes for pushes, guys. You want to have reliable weapons, or use reliable weapons that you are like good using, and you need to relocate after major support has been called in so the enemies don't get an easy kill. So the commander gives orders and the observer makes those possible. If this observer guide helped you understand why it is so important, then hit the subscribe button, because up next we're doing our final class in our series, the Commander. We'll cover how to use fire support options, when to call it in, and how to lead your team to victory. You won't want to miss it. This has been your boy, Still Actual, and stay tactical, baby.